Yo, I'm back after a like 4 or 5 month hiatus. I'm back, the kid back, and I ain't going nowhere, bro. Not this time. Had some personal stuff I was dealing with, but you know what I'm saying. We ain't the grind don't stop, bro. The grind don't stop, bro. So we already in the trade. I kind of hopped into this trade before the Asian market kind of opened. Um, right now we're in a 4 hour bearish fair value gap that we closed above the midpoint on the 15-minute chart. And there's also another 15-minute fair value gap that we're kind of rejecting out of. And so right now I'm expecting us to kind of run up and take, this high right here. This is yesterday's, I want to say, yesterday's high, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Is that yesterday's high? Yeah, yesterday's high. If we go to the 4 hour, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is accumulation, manipulation, and then this should be distribution. So we should be running up to kind of take out this high right here. So we'll kind of see how this kind of play out, man. It's been a minute. It's been a very long time, and I'm just trying to get back into the swing of things. So we'll see. We'll be uploading regularly again, and it might not be as frequently as it was, just kind of due to my schedule and my responsibilities. As you can tell, it's a different setting. I didn't move, so there's also that element too as to kind of why I was not, currently active. But we're here now. We're here now. Asian market is open. We'll kind of see what kind of price action we get, and then just kind of go from there. Be patient. I should have waited until Asia opened, but you know what? We're here, man. We are here. So I got a fib kind of drawn up, and I'm wondering if this is a retracement. If we'll come back down to this OTE range here. And this will be another good buying opportunity because I believe there's, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there's a 15-minute fair value gap here in this OTE range as well. So, and I drew it from here versus here because this candle here is where where the run actually started. You got here, then there's a little trickle of consolidation, but this is where it actually started. So this is kind of where I'm putting my fib. And if we get down here, this would be perfect because I like buying into a fair value gap that lines up with an OTE range. So we'll see. I probably should have took a this. Oops. This is a top step account, by the way, but I probably should have took I should have took a micro. That's one thing I'm trying to pass these challenges quick and then convert to micros, but I think I just need to do a micro all the way. You know what I'm saying? Just trade with micros and just get used to kind of trading with them. Although the tick amount isn't as high, but I know in the long run it kind of benefit me, and that's something I kind of have to. That's like a roadblock that I personally have to get through. Is more about consistency than it is just kind of like big wins. So something to kind of work on and journal about. So we'll see. We will see. Hopefully we get a nice little push up. We're kind of rejecting. You see, it's like grease, baby. Right now it's like grease, right? These candles are touching this 15-minute fair value gap and they're popping back out and closing above it. So that's kind of what we want to see for a continuation. And this is the first 5-minute candle of the Asia open as well. So We'll see. We'll see how it go. But it felt good to be back though. I was honestly just like contemplating like if I was gonna do this again this year, but I just felt like kind of with my schedule with my daughter and personal things in life, the best time to start was yesterday. So I'm gonna get back into the groove of this, man. Let's go to lower time frames to kind of see. This would be beautiful. You got an inversion too after liquidity was taken. Liquidity was taken, and you got an inversion closed above. This would have been a good buy point here. But worst case, not worst case, but we do have this swing high right here. That if we do get to here, you know, I'll likely probably I'll probably close and end early. But I kind of, you know, I want to see some bullish momentum. So 1.8 or what is that? 1.6 RR. Typically like to go for like a 2R or more just to kind of make the trade, the risk a little bit more worth it. But if we aim for here, then we're more of like a 1-1, yeah, kind of close to like a 1-1. So we'll see. We'll just kind of see how I play it. I'll likely trail my stop loss if we do kind of make it up here and make it that high. I'm hoping we don't get like a deep retracement though. But man, I feel like I missed out on so much opportunity not like recording these things and so much time to just kind of like grow within my trading. Like I started off super strong and then, life happened, got to take care of the daughter, my pops, you know what I'm saying? Moving, relationships, you know. The whole 9 yards, bro. So right now, I feel okay. I don't feel like any emotional distress or anything like that. I think honestly, I'm more so just grateful and happy to actually kind of be doing this again, and trying to find a routine to do this regularly is kind of what I'm most excited about. So yeah, if I don't see this like working out for me, then I will get in the trade, or get out the trade. We got, a little like volume imbalance here. 5-minute fair value gap. Side of this 15. So, and price, it's rejecting out of it. That's what we want to see. Now we just kind of want to see some some bullish momentum come in and kind of take the price up. We're in a little consolidation phase, which is kind of typical. Like I noticed from NQ, kind of once you get like these runs here, you get a little consolidation. You get a nice another little run here. Now we're in more consolidation. So. So this is ideally where I believe, this is what I think we're gonna take out is, this high from yesterday. But it'd be nice if we get to this, if we can make it to this swing high. Sometimes Asia sessions kind of give us the range. Sometimes it doesn't. So we just kind of have to see how the session kind of plays out. And I've really been, just kind of starting to like the 15-minute chart as well. It's just kind of for like my setups and whatnot. If I'm doing like micros, and I'll actually take trades up to 15 minutes, just because I feel like I have more room for like risk. Like my stop losses don't have to be as tight, or my entry points don't have to be as accurate, because micros are so they're not as expensive as normal contracts. And so ideally, like, if I was trading a micro, which would take longer, if I was trading micros, I wouldn't be recorded, right? I would put a buy entry or a buy order for right here, with a stop loss down here, and then I would target this high right here and just kind of walk away. Typically within a day, like, I go to work and I come back. It's when I'll kind of have my result of, on whether or not I was wrong. So that's typically what I've been doing, but I do want to get back into recording, so it requires me to kind of not, my ranges aren't going to be that that long if I'm sitting here at the computer versus not. But on a different account, you know what I'm saying, like I put like a order here, aim for here, stop loss there. But what I'm wanting to see is, I'm wanting to see all this liquidity right here, this little mini swing high. I want to see that broken, but I want to see it broken with like a large candlestick, not just these little rink-a-dink candlesticks. And two, just kind of like if you're paying attention, if you're looking at my screen, my order that I entered right here, 554 and 3/4. I entered right here because, if I'm being completely honest, there was a little FOMO because I thought we were gonna run. And so I could have got a better entry. If I was more patient, I could have, placed a buy order here, got a better fill. But it's about recognizing those mistakes, bro. Just kind of consolidating. Just consolidating. I wonder how loud that AC is in the background. Let's get ES. Yeah, this is nothing. I mean, you say, hey, we want some money. Here we go. Let's see if we can slowly start to break these intermediate swing highs here. Oh, this is the last of the last 10 seconds of this 15. We're closing above this 15-minute fair value gap though, so hopefully this next 15, if we come down and touch into, or this next 15-minute candle that's about to open, if we come down and touch, we'll bounce right off, bounce right out of here and continue up. So yeah, 7 to 9, we're in. It's the time window we trade in, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. New York time. Stuck. Alright, AC cold. I feel good about the overall trade and my bias. I just don't like my my entry. So I could have got a way better entry, especially on like this volume imbalance here, this little gap. Like that even would have been a really good entry point. And get this, this 5-minute fair value gap within the 15 too. So my entry just could have been better. I could have been up, what is that, 554. Probably at least a couple $100, maybe 100. That's all. What do you call this? What is this? Is this a bear flag or a bull flag? I don't know. Nonetheless, I don't trade those patterns. Let's see this momentum. Come on, NQ. I know you got it in you, babe. I know you got it in you, babe. This would be a crazy, crazy retracement. Oh, preseason in the NFL starts tonight. Hold on. Y'all know I'm a Bears fan. Oh, that's August 10th, Sunday. Is that Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I still feel calm. I just wanted to make up its mind. You know? That's all. I just want NQ to make up its mind. OTE, bro. It's a perfect setup for me. Say Thursday. I just want to see if there's any news from earlier. Sometimes I feel like if we get like wide range days, then the Asia sessions range isn't that great. So, but it's only been what 20 or 25 minutes into the session. So I'll say like I don't like the fact that we're not breaking over any of these intermediate swing highs. So I like to start seeing that happen if we are going to continue upwards. Upward momentum. Like it just tapped. Right at about the bottom of that 15-minute value gap. These 15-minute candles are kind of going by fast though. Only 2.5 minutes left in this one. That's a chunky, depending on how I close a 5-minute candle. Bro, NQ must like playing with grease, bro. See what I mean? Like, it tapped that 15-minute fair value gap and then rejects out of it. It's like you getting popped by grease. Why wouldn't you get popped by grease? You just you jump back real quick. You know what I'm saying? NQ must like playing with grease. All right, 10 seconds left until this new candle. New fitting, new fitting. I don't know, like these candles might get real chunky. Just by how that's forming. How long have we been recording for? 32 minutes, 33? It's like we stuck in mud. We just keep spinning our tires. You gotta show great poise in times like these. First hour fair value got 2. I don't know, depending on where we at. Um, if there is no fight back and this closes orange and we're still hovering around this area, I might close. What's wrong? I don't know, folks. I hate when I do that. That grows 750 to 810. So around here. Go get me a snack. What? It logged me out? What the hell? Alright, folks. I'm not liking how this is trending. At all, so I think I might save myself the heartache. And close out of this bad boy, bro. That is a heavy 15-minute candle, and I don't see us. Then was the 3 minutes? Bro, it's cold, man. Especially I just came from the gym too. See, I know I ain't get time to hop in the shower before hopping on. But y'all know y'all go to the gym and then y'all sweat and then y'all shirts start to kind of get cold. You know, body temperature regulate and that coldness like really touch a certain part of your back. The wet shirt touch a certain part of your back. Especially when you got the air on. The worst. The worst. It'd be incredible if we can close. If we can close above this 15-minute fair value gap in this last minute. Sometimes NEQ does weird things. You know? Sometimes it does. So I believe we hit an order block here. Got a fair value gap right there. I'm hopeful that we'll see price run after, you know, tipping into this fair value gap and we continue up. We'll see. You never know. Excuse me. I think this is what the new. Is this the new 15? Yep, new 15. New 15 and new 5. Creme de la creme, homie. Top shelf, you know. What if I'm doing this whole time and my audio isn't even like active, bro? I tested everything before I went to the gym when I got home. Did a couple like test runs and audio is working, but I haven't hopped on this in, you know what I'm saying, a minute, and so I don't know. There's like an update I got to do too, so I don't know if like me not having to update messes with anything, like any of the settings. You know how sometimes you get like the iOS updates and like the functionality of your phone. If you don't update your phone, it gets, you know what I'm saying, it just gets super funky. I wonder if it's the same with the OBS Studios. So if there's no audio and you just see me talking, I apologize. I'm gonna still upload if there's no audio. Come on, baby. Are we entering? Oh, 2 minutes into the macro. Let's see. 7:50, 8:10, or 8:20. I like 8:20 because are we entering that? Couple minutes we will be. A minute and a half. I don't know like why my camera gets fuzzy. Let's see if that'll help it focus. Focus. There it goes. macro. Let's see if we get some nice volume. I don't like these candles, bro. I really don't. Come on, Niqua. You can't do me like this on my first day back, babe. She gonna do me dirty on my first day back, y'all. Yeah, this candle is engulfing both of these bodies, bro. This video's been going on for 55 minutes, bro. 55 minutes? I wonder what my longest recording is. I gotta go on YouTube and look. Hacker. Oops. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go ahead and take my L on this one, bro. 5 minute, 15. Not looking too hot. Bro, this 15 minutes about to pass in 3 minutes again. That's crazy. These candles been flying by. I really do still feel like we're gonna head up here though. My timing just might be completely wrong. But you know, sometimes it's part of the game. It's a part of the game, bruh. This swing high was taken out. This one. And the reason I don't think this move is just like, if I'm looking at this, the reason I don't think this move is, you know, this retracement is, I don't want to say like permanent, but just like, it's just like a small retracement is because look how slow we're breaking down, right? I feel like if we were going to break down, it would be at an accelerated rate. This is a slow grind down, so I'm wondering at what point or which either fair value gap or swing low that's going to be taken out is going to cause it to reverse and continue upwards. As you look here, I mean, you know, we had a pretty strong move here after this little slight small retracement here. You know, you had liquidity taken here, worked their way up, small little retracement here. This is like a slow breakdown. So and it'd be just my luck too. So we just tapped the CE, the midway point of this 15-minute fair value gap. This is a new 15-minute candle. So we might actually invert this, but you know what? could be wrong, but I really do think there is a reversal in here somewhere. All right, folks. That's likely it for the kid for tonight, bro. I'm gonna go ahead, close that out, and just take my L for the day. This will be uploaded. And yeah, man. We'll be back more, uploading more, talking more, trading more. So I'm out of here. Peace.